Happy Monday morning meditation for moms. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're showing up for yourself today in this meditation. You probably show up for everybody all the time. So I'm really glad that you're here. You're taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your mind, your heart, your spirit, your body, right? By being here, by being present. So before we get to the meditation part, I want to talk about setting ourselves up for feeling in charge of ourselves and our experience. And a lot of that has to do with boundaries for other people, but also boundaries for ourselves. Like, for example, I try to always remind myself to parent with love instead of letting them trigger me all the time, because the triggering is real. They trigger me all the time. Our kids, they know the buttons to push. They know, like, oh, this is gonna make her mad, I'm gonna do it. They know how to do it. They know what they're doing. And it's not because they're bad or naughty. It's because they're testing their limits. They're testing their boundaries. They're seeing where is it appropriate to stop? What social structures are in place to teach them how to be in social situations, how to be a person and how to be in society. And it's important. I think this idea of like socialization can get a really bad rap, but we are social mammals and we are meant to be in community with one another. And we need to learn how to be in that community with each other. So having those boundaries, those limitations for ourselves, but also teaching that to our kids is really important. And one of the best ways we can teach that to our kids is by doing it ourselves. So when we think of boundaries, we often think about boundaries for other people to have in their interactions with us. And that can be a little tricky, right? Like, well, my boundary is X, Y, and Z, and I have to enforce that by telling the other person what I need. And if they don't meet that expectation, then I step back and I say, look, I need space or whatever it might be. But I also want you to think about boundaries with yourself. How are you holding yourself accountable to your best behavior? And I don't mean giving yourself punishments or anything. I mean, just if you know that the milkshake makes your belly hurt, why are you still drinking it? Things like that. If you know that coffee really stresses you out, but you drink it every morning because it's a habit, how can we shift that to something else? And part of doing this process is letting ourselves not be affected by our emotions. Our emotions are such helpful tools. Our feelings are really important and they matter, but they should not be like driving our car. We want to drive our car with this, with our virtues, with our values, with the things that we hold important to us, right? Instead of, well, I feel this way, so I'm just going to do this. Or I feel this way and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Yes, we need to take care of ourselves. That's not what I'm talking about. If you need rest because you've extended yourself too much, rest. I'm talking about making choices that serve you best. And if rest is what serves you best, then do that, right? So making these choices that serve you more fully. Okay, so part of that is blocking the external input for us to do more outside of ourselves. And the pressure is really strong for moms. It just is, and for women in general. So we're going to do a meditation that I really love, and it is the golden orb or the golden egg meditation. Okay, so this is a visualization meditation. If visualization feels hard for you, that's okay. We're going to try it anyway and see how it goes. All right. You ready? Get into a comfortable seat. Roll your shoulders back. Take a little stretch. Take a sip of water. Do what you need to do. And first begin by just noticing your body. Noticing how it feels to sit in this place. Notice your breath and how your breath is moving through your body. And imagine at the center of your chest, you start to notice this golden light. What does it feel like? Does it feel dense, light, spacious? Does it feel warm or cool? And with each breath in, imagine this light in the center of your chest getting a little bit wider, extending up a little bit more toward your collarbones, a little bit down toward your belly button, a little bit to either side. Each breath in, it gets a little bit wider. Imagine the parts of your body that this golden light is touching. Allowing that light to extend to your chin, to your pelvis, to your elbows. Extending to the top of your head, through your back body, your fingertips, all the way down to your toes, so that your whole body is lit up from within, gold and bright, fresh. And over the next few inhales, you're going to imagine the golden light, not just within you, but extending beyond you, creating like a sphere or an egg shape. Allow it to get a little bit wider than yourself, than your body, so that your whole body is enveloped in this golden orb or egg shape. This shape around you is from your heart. It protects you. It guides you. It supports you. And begin to imagine this golden orb or egg begin to solidify itself. Pure gold. Until you yourself are encapsulated in this protective, vibrant structure. You can see through it to the other side, but from the outside, you cannot see in. This is your protection. This is your boundary. This golden sphere, this golden egg is protecting you. And imagine what it might protect you from, how it might help you stay true to yourself, staying in alignment with your values. And how it protects you from the tug from the outside. Tug to do more than you really are able to, or this obligatory sense of service towards others, or anything else that might be tugging you out of what you actually need and where your values lie. Holding steady in your golden sphere. Holding stable, strong, clear in your golden egg. Notice what that feels like in your body. If you want to take hands to your heart, you can. Breathing in and breathing out. Remember this feeling of being protected and occupying your values. I invite you to stay here in this feeling and in this visualization for as long as you can. Otherwise, I'll see you next Monday.